I mean, in reality, all it is just a conversation. And will it work for you? I don't know, but it's just a conversation. Hey there, welcome back to my Epique Journey. My name is Brendan DeVere, and thank you as always for tuning in and sharing your time with me. I do appreciate that. You know what, guys? Kind of do a little follow up for how the day went. You know, as I talk about, do recaps and things like that for what happens throughout the whole week, and we will continue to do those. But you know, it's something valuable I learned today. I mean, I was nonstop today. I mean, it was boom, 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 just one after the other, after the other, after the other, and both with, you know, we had some epic training that we do on Wednesdays. We have our Wednesday power meeting is what we call them, and that's for the whole company, where the co-founders get on and give us kind of a, you know, updates on what's happening with everything within the company and as we're growing. Today was a pretty big announcement. We just decided that we're just inked a deal with .loop, which we had been using Suite Assist before, wasn't working that well. This is one of the benefits of working for, you know, a startup type company and brokerage, as we start to get better and get into, you know, and grow and figure out what's working, and we have the ability to pivot and you know, be agile and move to places that will, you know, if it's not working, don't chase it. You know, they talk about, you know, chasing bad money with good money, or, you know, throwing good money at bad money. Trying to get that. You know, it's that, you know, that was pretty awesome. I mean, I really enjoy that. But anyway, so I started off with that, got the day rolling along. Then we did an agent attraction class, and you know, that's something. It's not mandatory, but it's something that we do every Wednesday. And just kind of, you know, how do we attract, for those of us that want to attract agents and recruit agents? How do we do that? What are best practices? What's the best way to do those things? Because what we really don't want, we don't want to be a bunch of agents out there that are becoming annoying and nagging and turn people off of the brokerage because of how we or the agents are acting. You know, we do have coming up soon is going to be an agent attraction course that we all have to take, and to have that, I was asking for that years ago in my previous brokerage, but because of how a lot of agents were coming off, you know, including myself, not having any idea on how to do anything or how to recruit and how to do it in a way that didn't seem slimy, or it wasn't, not even seem slimy, just wasn't slimy, and wasn't a huge turnoff. And that's, you know, over the last 5.5 years, 6 years of experience, I get to give feedback of certain things that I've done that have worked for me. But even better, man, I get to learn from people. What I find so fun is when you get to learn from like somebody brand new. And I thought about this, the first time this really hit me was back when I first started playing guitar. I'd been playing for, I don't know, probably about a year and a half maybe. And I saw this guy, if you're familiar with playing the guitar, I play punk rock, you know, not anything elaborate, just something to lose my mind in. I'll play some punk rock, 3/4 chord stuff, you know, but you know, I was making power chords, and if you know what those are, power chords, bar chords, and the way that they're made, I saw the way this guy used his pinky to make it, and I was like, whoa! And this guy he started playing. He only been playing for, you know, like a few weeks, but that's what he did, and I was like, whoa, man! I've been playing for a year and a half, and I never even thought about doing what he did. So it was awesome to learn from somebody who was not playing how I did, and it was because that was just his style. So that's where I think it's amazing that you can learn from all over the place. That's one of the funnest parts for me. But anyway, so we finish up that training class on how, you know, how to recruit, things like that, how to agent attract. You'll hear me say agent attract and recruit. The same thing to me. I don't think recruit is a dirty word. Multiple reasons. One is that when I was in high school, I was waiting to be recruited to go play, and you know, people were gonna tell me that I was good enough at something that they wanted me. So that was exciting for me. So I think recruiting is a positive word. But I ended up in 3 calls. Was it 3 calls today? It was back to back to back to back. After that, with also I'm also co-chair of the agent advisory council. So what we do is the 3 of us get together. We discuss the things that we're hearing amongst the agents. And this is awesome. I love being a part of this because I'm with these agents that are they're not afraid to tell me something because I'm the co-chair. I help take it to our group of co-chairs. The co-chairs, we take that to our council and we discuss the council. Okay, what, you know, let's triage this. Like, what is the most important item that we're going to work on, or that we need to get fixed. What are the agents feeling? Let's get that. And then we take it to the board of directors, and they give us the, they kind of lay it out for us we lay it out for them, and then they get a chance to hear what the agents are needing. So I love the fact that I get to be a voice for the agents directly to the owners that can actually do something about it. But so I had that call, but then that was kind of sandwiched in between these other calls. I had a call with an agent from Florida who is actually looking to she's looking to join there. She's getting her license here as well, but she's going to split time between here in Florida. And the benefit for her is that she doesn't have her license here yet. That's what she's doing. She's actually just flew in. I'll be meeting with her tomorrow. She flew into Reno. She's flying down to Vegas to meet me tomorrow, and then we'll meet and then go over everything. But the awesome part is that since we are a national brokerage, not a franchise, she can actually join the company in Florida, get all of her stuff up and running. So by the time she gets her license here, she just needs to submit the last. She already passed tests, all that stuff. She just needs to submit some fingerprints and things like that. She can start in Florida and start working toward her cap here because it's the same one. She's licensed here, licensed Florida. Regardless of where she sells, she's going towards her cap. And for anybody who doesn't know what a cap is, some companies don't have a cap, which is kind of a bummer. Like you have your split, you pay whatever your split is, and some don't have a cap at all. We start at 15,000, and then we drop down by 1,000 each year as kind of a loyalty reward until year 5, or after year 5, your cap bottoms out right at 10,000. So that's pretty cool. Never seen that before. So I had that call with her, and then I went to agent advisory council, the co-chair meeting. Did that as I was in the parking lot of a coffee shop where I was meeting with a couple of agents. And I'll tell you, it's one of my agents here that I had recruited here in Las Vegas. She brought a couple agents to have a conversation with, and I'll come back to that one in a second, because that conversation that we had today is definitely what it's about. I had an agent today. Another call that I had was with another agent that she's actually going to be joining soon. She is across the country in another state. It's not quite open yet, but a couple things is that if anybody that's listening to this as of right now, what are we, January 31st, 2024, we are currently not open in 2 states, not just only 2 states, but in these 2 states, we are looking for brokers. Or additional, not broker in Ohio is what we're looking for. So if you are a broker or know a broker in Ohio, please contact me. Would be awesome to open up a state in that area. And so let me know if you're a broker in that area or know somebody who'd want to be that. Also, we're looking for about 4 to 5 agents in Colorado, anywhere Colorado, just in Colorado, that have an interest in joining the brokerage. And then, that's another state that we'll be launching soon. Right now, just in 23 states, we have interest lists in building in all 50 states. But as we get interest in each state, we will start to open up those. So anyways, had that conversation with her, and she's on board. She's ready to get going and ready to move forward with that. But I kind of wanted to come back a little bit and discuss the coffee meeting that I had, the in-person meeting, and really what it should be about. Like all this recruiting, it really should be also about collaboration and just conversations, right? Like it shouldn't be my brokerage is better than yours. Like on Facebook, all the groups, always, every single day, anonymous member thinking I want to move my brokerage. Who has the best brokerage? What is the best brokerage in XYZ? What is that? How do we know? How can you even offer, like, and all I see is 1,000 replies right away. Hey, this is why you should be at this brokerage. That you know nothing, zero about what that agent needs. How do you know that your brokerage is the best fit? And I'll be the first one to tell you right now, Epique Realty is not the best fit for everyone. I will tell you that right now. We're a startup. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be bumps. There's going to be bruises. It's going to be like we're gonna trip 1,000 times, and as we try to get everything right, it's just going to happen. Startup, brand new. If you are an agent looking for just the cheapest option, it's not for you. We charge $150 a month, or if you pay up front, $99 a month, or if you're on a team, you might have a different split of or different cost of $99. But that's also by design. we're not trying to build just to build. We don't want necessarily to be the fastest growing brokerage. That doesn't really mean anything. The fastest doesn't necessarily mean the best, or the cheapest doesn't necessarily mean the best. We're striving to have top agents that are doing deals and things like that. So if you are not if you're wanting something that we don't offer, then I can't in good conscience tell you that's where you should go. I was on a call 2 months ago, I think it was. Got on this call and I started talking to an area leader, and this is in another state. And the area leaders, is what they do is they are kind of like the glue for cloud-based brokerages. What we've seen is that there are challenges with culture building in these brokerages, in cloud-based like ourselves, because we don't have, with like, you have the state broker, managing broker, and then that's kind of what they do. But this one, we have an area leader where we are meeting minimum once a month, and we are meeting way more than once a month, but we're meeting minimum once a month. So I had that area leader on, and we were talking to this agent, and this agent was like telling me all these things, like, I can't do this because of this. I can't, like, all these limitations. Every time I would talk about one of the benefits, she'd be like, yeah, well, I'm not really interested in that. And like, just not over and over and over again. And I was like, in the middle of the not even interview, conversation, man, in the middle of this conversation, I just clicked in my head. I'm like, you're not it. You are not where you are at. Maybe you're not that right now in my mind. I was like, you're not ready there. You're not there. I'm not trying to convince you and then turn around and convince you again. So I just said, you know what? You're not a fit for us right now. This isn't going to work for you. I said, this is going to work for you. I didn't tell her that she wasn't a fit for us. I just said I said, it's not going to work for you. This brokerage isn't what you're looking for right now. And it wasn't. And I had no problem just saying, that's it. I'm not trying to convince. Like recruiting doesn't always mean like you want every single agent that you can get. Because sometimes having this one agent can like detour you and take you from all of your growth. Growing by one agent could actually set you back by growing with a wrong agent. So that was something that happened before. But anyways, we sit down, and in this conversation, we have an agent from Real, an agent from EXP, and then me and one of the agents that I sponsored here at Epique. So we're representing, 4 people are representing 3 different brokerages. And all it was a conversation. I didn't sell. They didn't sell. It was, hey, this is where I see challenges in our own brokerage. That's how it opened it up. One of the guys there said, this is where I see a challenge. Like, how strong of a play is that? You open up by saying one of the challenges you were finding at your own brokerage? Like, if that were a pitch, like, nobody would do that. But how easy was that for me and the other guy to open up and be like, you know what? Yeah, here's some things here with our brokers that we aren't very, that we kind of struggle with. Like, blow your mind, right? Want to have a real conversation? Let's talk about that. There was no, hey, when are you going to sign up? Oh, hey, if this, then that. Like, it was, this is what it was. This is what we saw happening. And so this is why we changed from this, and this. Total conversation. Walking away from that table, I didn't walk away going, oh, I'm at the wrong place, or they're going to join. I don't necessarily think they said they were at the wrong place, but we all now grew from that conversation. We all have new understanding of what each brokerage offers. Obviously, so Real, I don't know. I know some of what they offer. I know the pitch that I got multiple times over and over again that never really attracted me to that side. And then I know EXP because that's where I'm coming from. Then obviously I know Epique. So I knew, 2/3 of the brokerages that we were talking about, but I came away with more knowledge on both sides. And what's even more important is that I came away with knowledge of what those two are looking for. Like, how can I help them? How can I even recommend Epique to them if I don't know what it is that they're looking for? Now I do. Do I think Epique would benefit them? Of course. I absolutely do. For what they're trying to do, I 100% believe it. But if it's not for them, I believe I can help them too. I 100% do. And when I offer that to people, it's not, if I don't think that I can help you in any way, I'm probably not going to extend certain things. Just like I didn't extend it with that agent a couple months ago, where it was, I looked at it and I saw the future, right? I looked in the future, my crystal ball, and I was like, this is going to be such a disaster. This is not what they're looking for. They will not be happy. Not that they can't be happy, but I don't believe them if they join me right now in the next few months, they're either going to leave or they're going to like take away a big chunk of my time in a negative way. And I don't mind if agents are taking up chunks of my time, if it is in positive, collaborative, like all moving, hey, how can we get better at this? Like, let's be problem solvers, not problem, like new brokerage. There's going to be problems. You're going to run into stuff. It's going to happen. But do we harp on those problems, or do we go, hey, let's harp on those solutions? You want to take my time away to talk about solutions? I'm there all day long. But if it's to be like drag it down and hold me back, I'm not interested, right? But yeah, we just sat there and it was an amazing conversation. Will they join? I don't know. I have no idea. But I essentially talked to 4 people today in just one day. And it could be more tomorrow. It could be less. I'm meeting with that agent that's coming out from Florida. We'll see if she joins with us. It sounds like she's probably going to. We got one. So of the 4 that I spoke to today, one's already in, one's about to be in, and 2, not really sure. But that's where it is. Conversations. It's just conversations. Have them and see. Have them so you can understand. In these in person or phone or even Zoom conversations, that's back and forth, right? Conversation back and forth, not just one-sided post. I did this, I did that, I'm great, our company's great, we're awesome, yours sucks, don't stay there, you're bad. Like, no, let's have a conversation, see how we can help each other. So that's all I want to talk about, is you have those conversations, guys, with whatever it is. And just same thing with when we're, selling, helping people buy and sell homes. Conversations, that's how we get to know each other. And sometimes I think that we miss that mark, sometimes by a long shot. And I think that's where we have a lot of discrepancy in certain things in the industry. But I will leave you with that. Have more conversations, deep conversations, meaningful conversations, and hopefully I get to have some of those conversations with you guys as well. So I will see you back tomorrow, and have a great one.